Hey everyone, it's Cassie. I haven't done a Q&A in 3 months, which is pathetic because I like doing Q&As. I like you guys. You're smarter than the average bear, and I don't know why we don't do them more often, but we're gonna start, okay? I just don't know what to call it. Maybe Ask Assy or CloudyApples Queries or something not completely lame. I'll try to come up with something if you guys could help me. That would be great, but I'm just gonna get into the questions right about now.
What kind of work do you do?
I have had many jobs in my life, but now I'm currently self-employed, and whenever people hear that, they're like, wow, that must be awesome. Morning.
Good morning.
Coffee?
Yeah, I just brewed a fresh batch right here. Where's your cup?
At all the jobs I've ever worked, I would work for 8 hours and then I'd be done work for the day, whereas now I work from when I wake up to when I go to bed. It's a lot more involved and exhausting, but I still think it's fantastic. Coffee?
Oh yeah, I just brewed some right here. You poke somebody's eye out with that thing.
Do you and Terry ever talk about getting married?
Ernesto, we've been seeing each other for almost 40 years now. Don't you think it's time we get married?
That would be the next logical step.
Oh, Ernesto, I love you.
Do you want to have kids someday?
Ernesto, do you think you'd ever want to have some children?
It would be lovely to have you have my children.
Oh, Ernesto, I love you.
I've considered myself being a mother, and I can't really see myself doing that because I don't like kids. Even when I was a kid, I was like, God, I'm so annoying. I might have those maternal hormones kick in later in my life. My mom didn't want to have kids for her entire life until she was like 30, and then she had kids. So maybe my life will be similar, but right now, that is not something that I want to do, especially because when I have a kid, that kid will become my life, and I just want to do other things with my life before that life is my life.
With choosing not to go the medication route, do you ever feel the negative effects of depression?
This is a very important question because I need to make it clear to you guys that I opted out of medication not because I wanted to take the more natural route, but because I tried it and it didn't work for me. So if it works for you, then you should really do it, but it didn't work for me, that's why I don't do it. And yes, I do feel those effects, but I'm working on it. I'm a work in progress. Things are getting a lot better, and that's part of the reason why I live such a regimented lifestyle, is because it helps a lot.
What are your thoughts on the free the nipple thing? Do you think it's too far? Because I do.
Maybe you guys will disagree with me, but I personally find it a little strange that I'm the only mammal in the world whose nipples are on lockdown. I think that nipples are great, but not great, but you know, not bad. I think that nipples are kind of like belly buttons. They don't really matter. And I think that the sanctity of the female breast is kind of a social construct. Again, you might disagree on that, but I'm the kind of person that if it wasn't so taboo, I would just take my shirt off in the summer. But again, it's taboo, and it's a shame that we kind of have to follow these rules, otherwise society will judge us unfairly. But I don't know, maybe I'll be some sort of activist someday with the nipple, but I think there are bigger fish to fry.
Hey Cassie, I love your videos. I wanted to know how to know when your boyfriend really does love you, even without makeup or certain clothes you wear. Thank you. Also, I hope to visit Canada sometime. It's so beautiful.
The solution to this question is to not get involved with a guy who puts too much weight in your appearance. The kind of guy that will go out for dinner with you and not really be interested in you, but be more interested in how good you look. I don't like the kind of guy that's like, I don't like girls because girls wear makeup and makeup is deception, and I'm such a good guy that I just don't like lies. If you put that much weight in how a woman presents herself, then you're not the kind of person that I would want to be around. So Terry knows that I like to look nice, but he also knows that at home I look a little bit. Hey Terry.
Hey baby.
What's the best thing you ever ate? The best thing I ever ate in my entire life is called Hainanese chicken rice. You can only get it from Singapore. Everything else is garbage. I've tried it and it's been horrible, but every time I have it, I cry a little bit inside. I had it first when I was 5 and I was like, Mom. I don't know if I'm gonna have it again the next time I go, but oh my God, I don't even want to think about it.
As the new president, what would the 3 issues you focused on first be? Super curious.
The first thing I would do if I was president is invest in the education system because I think it's broken, and I think that there are things that should be put into the curriculum that will help us become critical thinkers who are just more equipped to deal with today's world. Second thing I would do is try to put an end to sex trafficking. It affects tens of millions of people a year. A lot of us don't care, a lot of us don't know, and a lot of politicians don't talk about it, which freaks me out. Third thing I would do is try to regulate and amend the political system so the greediest, richest asshole isn't the kind of guy that runs and voter apathy isn't so high, because I feel like a lot of us don't care because there's a lot of things we feel helpless with. So if we could change that and get people really feeling like they can make a difference, I feel like that would be good. But there are probably a lot of things that I would learn upon my arrival that would make it very, very difficult. So that sucks to be you, Obama.
How are your books so big?
Books tell a story, much like your DNA tells a story, so the shape and girth of your book will reflect what story your DNA wants to tell. No, I'm not on crack.
Boobs, not books.
Oh, same answer.
Bonjour Cassie, I'm one of your fellow French subscribers. I'd like to know your opinions, your words, your thoughts about the terror attacks on the magazine Charlie Hebdo about the recent hostage taking.
I was extremely sad when I heard about the attacks, and I'll be very frank but brief about what I think. I know many peaceful Muslims, and they and I agree that if education and comedy and satire and just creativity is your enemy, then you're wrong. If your way of life is true, if it's right, if it's rational, then you should be able to coexist in a sea of differing opinions without getting offended or intimidated.
What's the most amazing present you ever got?
The most amazing gift I ever got is my Kaiser M3 Plus that Terry got me for my birthday, Christmas, New Year's present. If any of you are wondering what he got me, that is it, and it is the best thing ever. He got it for a really good deal, but it's brand spanking new straight out of the box, and it is such an amazing piece of exercising equipment. It's in my living room and I can just ride it whenever I want. I can adjust everything and make it just perfect, and it's what all of the pros practice on. I'm so excited to use it, and I'm excited to activate my gluteus maximus so it isn't so fluteus flaximus.
What's the most embarrassing thing you've ever been caught doing?
One night in high school, I had this weird surge of passion, and I was like, I'm gonna start working out and change my life. And I started like doing all these exercises in my room at like 3 a.m. And my dad was like, what the hell is she doing? And he like opens the door, and I was doing a back bridge in my underwear, and he just like ran out of there because it looked so wrong, and we never talked about it. It was really weird.
I've had this discussion with multiple friends. Do you pee in the shower and or look at your poo?
Yes.
What's your weirdest dream? Mine's getting a huge inflatable ball and running around town hamster style.
My weirdest dream is joining a pride of elephants and becoming friends with them and living there for like a year and having ever so many delightful misunderstandings. So those are all the questions for today. Thank you so much for asking them. And I've noticed that all of the same questions are always on top. Like I always get 5 of the same question, and I don't answer them because they're going to be videos on my channel. So please be patient with those, and I always appreciate like new and interesting questions that I can have a little bit of fun with. So that is everything. Please like this video if you liked it, because when you like my videos, it makes me feel like you like it. So that is everything, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.